So today we're talking about earbuds, specifically the Raycon Everyday earbuds. I've actually been wanting to test these for quite some time now, actually, specifically because they're really well priced for all the features they have in them. So when I got offered to check out a pair, could not resist. So today, the Raycon Everyday earbuds. So, like I said, today we're looking at the Raycon. These are the Everyday earbuds. They do offer these in various colors, from like a carbon black to a blue. These are the green versions, forest green, I believe, and then they also have a violet pair as well. So, colors of the rainbow, right? At least you have various options to fit with your style and your color range that you like. In this case, I did accept the greens. They are very pocketable, which I love, and they do offer this. This is their everyday protection case. Let me pop this open real quick. So these cases come in various color arrangement as well. This is the Galaxy one. I've actually had it on. I just took it off for this video. I don't know why, but this is Galaxy. It also comes available in what they call concrete. Then they have one that's called blue water. One that's called Purple Clouds, and then the last one is Yellow Sunset. And the reason I took it off is to show you how it goes on. It literally is quite easy, so it just slides on, right? And then the top does have a sticker. I did not take it off just so I could actually take it on and off for this video, but you take that little blue guy off, and it has adhesive on it, so that when you put the top on, it actually sticks to it and doesn't fall off, because that's the easy part to take off. It's not, I mean, it doesn't just pop off. You have to actually pull it off. But the bottom definitely sticks on really good. Takes a second to actually try to get the bottom off, whereas the top can easily be pulled off. So that is the protective case that they also offer. The protective case also has a spot for a little leash, and they do ship with extra adhesive and a little leash. And that little leash, you know, nothing too crazy, but something that'll actually give you, so you can actually tie this off to something so you don't lose it as easily. But typically I don't do the leashes, but that's the protective case. Now, the earbuds themselves and how they come in this box. All right, so in here we have a manual, and the manual goes through all the different settings and everything. So these have touch controls on each earbud, right and left, and depending on 1, 2, 3, 4 taps, or a tap and hold for a second and a half, will vary what these do, and depending on right or left earbud, which one you actually tap will do something different. We'll go over that here shortly. They do give you 5 different sets of earbud. Now these two right here actually are the two that it came on it. I had to move up a size, and then it fits my ear better. But essentially you fit the one that fits you, right? They are very easily to customize to your size, and just like pretty much every earbud out there, they're just rubber. They just pop off, and then you just kind of wiggle it back. Nothing too crazy, right? Nothing hard. But that's how that works. You also get a little Raycon sticker, and in here is a USB-C cable, which comes with it in case you have, so to charge it up, USB-A to USB-C. So that's what comes with it. Total playtime with this as it is 32 hours, 8 hours per charge on the actual earbuds themselves, and then of course this is a rechargeable case, so it can charge them back up. So up to 32 hours of playtime with the case. So what do the various taps do? So left versus right, so these are obviously opposite right now. There we go. So this is my left, this is my right. If I tap my left side, just tap and let go, it's going to volume down. Right side, it's going to volume up. Either side, left or right, if I double tap it, it's play pause. So if you want to pause your music, you just double tap either side, it'll pause it. You double tap it again, it'll obviously replay it. If you're getting a phone call, same exact tap, you just double tap it, it'll pick up the phone call. If you want to hang up, you just push and hold for 3 seconds, and it'll hang up that phone call. You can also, I think, tap 4 times, and it'll ignore the call, so basically not take it, right? Next track and previous track is tapping 3 times on either left or right, depending, right? Left is going to be previous track, right 3 taps is going to be next track. You also have a bunch of sound profiles as well as features, and that would be, so sound profiles, let's start with that. Left side, if we tap and hold for 1.5 seconds, we will cycle through the various profiles. They have balanced sound, then they have a bass sound profile, and then pure sound, I think is what they call the last one. On the right side, it's 1.5 seconds hold, and it'll cycle through ANC on, so you'll have nice active noise cancellation. You push and hold again, it'll go awareness mode on, which still amplifies stuff, but it actually, it doesn't take stuff out. It allows you to talk to people while you have the earbuds in, and so they're closer to like you don't have them in. It isn't a digital sound, so it actually is coming through the earbuds, so it's not going to be like you don't have them in, but it's closer to it. And then the third setting is ANC off, which means no noise mode at all. It's just like you have standard earbuds in. So if you're in a quiet environment, ANC off is definitely the best audio. It's ANC off or awareness mode off. Both of them are off. It says one or the other. But that's going to be the cleanest audio. Then obviously if you're in a noisy environment, you turn ANC on. And then if you're in an environment you want to amplify what other people are talking to you, maybe you have music going on in the background, that's awareness mode on. This case does allow for fast charging. So like 10 minutes of charge gives you 1.5 hours, I think is what they actually claim, on the actual battery life, which is pretty awesome. So you throw your earbuds in here, you close it down, you let it sit for 10 minutes, and you have 1.5 hours of playback on your earbuds. So that's really wonderful. Also, wireless charging. So if I actually take this off, you'll actually see on the back of the case does have the wireless charging logo. This does not have to plug into a USB-C port. You can drop it on a Qi charger and away she will go. So obviously putting them in your ears and seeing what they look like, I'm gonna put them in mine right now. And that way you guys can at least see what they look like. Let's zoom in. And so it told me just a second ago that the power is on, and it told me just a second ago that it is now connected. But you can see what they look like in my ears. Now, full disclosure, my ears hate earbuds. Meaning, if I have most earbuds in my ears, they will fall off if I'm walking around the house, or specifically if I'm moving my mouth. So in this case, I'm sitting here talking, 90% of earbuds will fall out of my ears eventually. So like when I had my AirPods Pro, even my AirPods Pro 2, my Beats Fit actually stayed in pretty good, which is the ones my wife has been using recently. The key point is, the nice thing about these is they give you 5 different size tips to put on these guys to make sure they fit better. Now, I have found myself that foam tips typically tend to keep things in my ears better. However, because of the 5 different sizes that these come with, these tend to stay in my ears better than most. So do they stay in the ears? So if this had like a little wing on the back side of it that actually pushed against my ear to keep it down in the canal, that would be even better for me. That's the ones that fit into my ears the best. But I haven't had these fall out of my ears. Now, just because the rubber tip itself is kind of a sealing mechanism, so when you push it down into the ear canal and you kind of rotate it down in, it does actually a decent job. I do have it unseal sometimes, and that's with playing with the sizes. I haven't polyed with all the sizes. The size I have in, which is the 1 step up, I find fit pretty good, and they don't fall out nearly as frequently as other earbuds that I've tested. But that said, are they perfect for me? No, but I haven't found a single pair of earbuds without wings or hooks that will stay in my ears without unseating at all. Now, if I'm not talking and I'm walking around, these don't fall out at all. It's only when I'm talking. And actually, while I'm talking here with you, I haven't had them unseat yet. So that's a plus. It just takes a little bit, but eventually usually it's the right side that does it first, but so far it hasn't. So moving back to it, so on the earbud itself, it actually has an R logo. That's the Raycon logo on the earbud. That's what you're tapping when you're doing your thing. So if I double tap, now it's playing music. If I single tap, drops it down a little bit. If I single tap again, and this is the left ear, it's bringing down the music a little bit. If I double tap, pauses the music. Now I can sit here and play with you. Now right now, I don't believe I have any ANC or anything on. If I push and hold either the right side, it said ANC mode on. Now it's quieter. If I push it again, I'll push and hold. Awareness mode is now on. Now I can actually hear my voice bouncing off the wall on the opposite side of this room. If I push it one more time, awareness mode off. Now it just sounds like I have earbuds in that don't cancel any audio. So these are nice because they have all those capabilities and functions. If I push the second and a half on this side, there's the bass sound. If I go one more time, pure sound. If I push one more time, balanced sound. So bass sound is definitely going to be bass heavy. Pure sound is going to be treble heavy, and then balance kind of balances between the two. So depending on the type of music you listen to, that's what I found. If you're listening to a rock music, the pure sound doesn't sound as good. It sounds too tinny. But it all depends on the type of music you're listening to. So yeah. So in my time with the everyday earbuds, what have I found? For the money, they sound really good. Now I've tested headphones from like 35 bucks to 250 bucks. Most of the time, the $250 ones, of course, they sound fantastic. They have great noise canceling, but are they worth 250 bucks? I'd argue against most of them. The cheap ones, the $30, $40 ones, typically they're like, yeah, they have a really good value. Do they sound great? No, but are they worth 30 bucks? Yeah, actually, yeah, they sound good. These kind of sit in the middle. So the retail on these is 79 bucks. Usually you can find a deal on them. Even from Raycon's own website, you can get a discount usually. And the case, the protective case, retails at 20. Right now, I think they have it on sale for like 16 or $16.99. These sound really good for the money because at $79, let's go retail on it, I'm getting awareness mode, I'm getting noise canceling, I'm getting really good battery life. There's a lot to like about these. They sound really, they actually sound really good. The music capability and the 3 different noise tones or sound profiles can vary what they're going to sound like to you. So depending on the type of music, it's really easy to cycle through. So you could actually, in all reality, cycle through on each track if you have a mixed library of jazz to rock to heavy metal or whatever. You can change that profile. And it's all in just by pushing that little R, basically tapping and holding the left side for a second and a half, and away she goes. So that is the Raycon Everyday Earbuds. What do I think of them? For the money, probably my go-to earbud now for, you know, especially that under $100 earbud category. Not a bad option. They give you the 5 different ear tips. Yeah, I will say this, these covers, in all reality, they're neat looking. And I'm gonna take these out, that way while I'm talking I can talk a little better. These are really neat looking, right? They add color and flavor for you. Are they necessary? I would argue against necessary, to be honest about it. I love the fact of how small this is without it. This does, if you have several people in the family that have them, and maybe everybody likes green or something, you can add a different cover and make them your own. So I will say that I have nothing against these protective covers. They are nice, and obviously if you're in an environment that you need this protective cover because you don't want to damage it, hey, great. But how small and light the case is without it is pretty awesome. So that is the Raycon earbuds. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Let everybody know what you think if you've tested these Raycons before in the comment section below. Raycon, thank you for sending these over. I actually have been very impressed by them. They are one of those earbuds that are now probably going to get used frequently. There are circumstances that every single type of headphone is justified, and the really nice thing about these, how small and lightweight the packaging is, how good the sound profile is, and how good the battery life is, the Raycon Everyday Earbuds are one of those that I can say that I do recommend. So Raycon, good job. Thanks for watching to the end of this video. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Like I said, catch you back here again on a future video review. See you again soon.